Are we really recording?
We're recording. We're at 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 5, 6, go. Morning, Sparkle Farts.
Hello, FlossTube. We're the Bougie Stitchers. I'm Jenny.
I'm Nancy.
And we are two sisters who
Enjoy cross-stitching.
are on a cross-stitch adventure. That's what I like to say.
Adventure.
We're on an adventure. Well, it's been 3 weeks. We were supposed to do this last week, but weather.
Was the weather last week?
Well, what was weather, wasn't it? Yes,
Yes,
had
it
to have
was weather.
Oh, I don't even have the book out. I have nothing out. I'm not even ready.
Out.
We always have an
The dictator
agenda.
of our book.
There's nothing written in it for Nancy, just for me.
Never me. And I'm the one that has the memory shortage, and it's like, yeah.
But I'm the one that has to keep us on track. So at least she has a placeholder of what she needs to, where she needs to be in the, and I can write things down as we decide. So, all right, we always start our channel with a moment of gratitude. Do you have one?
I'll come up with one. So a lot of good things have happened. I patted you too.
Oh, I was supposed to give you a hug.
Oh, from who?
From Alicia.
Okay.
Fanciful. Maybe it was Annie. I don't know. It was
Okay,
either
thank
Alicia
you.
or Annie. See, I did it.
I'm learning how to hug,
You know how to hug.
and I'm learning to like hugs.
That now I would say is a true statement. All right, so I am grateful for new adventures. So excited about new adventures, about learning new things, like really learning things that I was like, I left the military and said I'm never getting on a computer again. Never's a long time. And I am on computers and I'm doing things and I'm having, I tell Steve by the end of the day, I'm technically constipated. Now you think it's hot?
No, I think it's hot.
Okay.
It was cold down here when we first got
It was
down
chilly
here.
down here. It's like, I got up this morning, it was like -11. By the time I got here, it was 10. So 21 degrees, I'll take it. So new adventures. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for friends who are willing to teach me. And I'm willing for, so this is hilarious. So I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching a video to do something. And there is a young lady, very energetic, very articulate. And I'm watching her video and I just feel like she's like really fast. And I'm like, I don't even understand what she's saying.
You can put her on slow mode.
But there's another gentleman who is from somewhere in the Netherlands. And his English is he speaks English really well. But he speaks slow. And I'm like, I get it. Now, part of it is I watched your video twice and he was the third go. So maybe it was just the third go that made it
Maybe
easy.
it all clicked.
But I was like, yes, I can do this. So new adventures. And, you know, the ability to be connected while doing it and to ask questions and not feel like you're all by yourself. And to have people in your court that are cheering you on. Nancy's really good about calling every day and saying, "What'd you do today? How'd it go today? What'd you do today?" And it's
But I did get the statement. I will let you know when it's done. I'm like, okay.
I told you by then, depending on when you
I
call.
will let you know when it's done.
When I get the call, sometimes I'm really technically constipated. So I'm just like, oh, I can't do technology. And I'm learning. So new adventures. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for a lot this week. That's 3 weeks, I guess.
I was like,
I know we have
is
to
your
do
cross
this.
in distress?
No, my new thing is I turn them now.
Oh, okay, well.
Yeah. What do I want to tell everyone in the world about?
I don't know.
Oh,
You knew yesterday I was coming. You knew this
I knew
morning.
like a week ago you were coming, Jenny.
And now I'm here. She still doesn't know.
Well, I just don't know how to verbalize.
We'll start and maybe we can come together. Maybe we can work together on your.
Maybe I should YouTube how to be thankful to verbally be
You
thankful.
YouTubed how to smile.
Yes. Just a lot of good things. A lot of funny things have happened.
Okay, well give us one.
I was on I'll tell you this. I was on a trip last weekend, and they were a bunch of young men, and they were very well behaved young men. But like anything, you're on a bus, and for the most
hilarious.
times, you can get up and move on an activity bus, right? It's a bigger bus. It's like a luxury cruiser type thing. But we were coming back and the weather was crappy.
Now, we live in Wyoming, for those of you that might be new to our channel, and snow and wind are a factor. And sometimes it might not be snowing that bad.
And it wasn't. It was just the wind taking
the
snow
wind
across
takes the
the
snow
highway.
across the highway. And there's nothing to block it. Like,
Yeah.
there's no protection.
There's
It's
a couple
just-
buffalo between here and there, but that's about
Just
really
an
all
open
there
road,
is.
lots of wind, lots of snow. Okay, go ahead. Now we set the scene.
So, yes. So, I had asked the coach to talk to the kids before we even left that they needed to stay seated, which he did. Once again, these coaches, good coaches, but they're like anything. They're on the internet. They don't have to drive. They don't have to care, you know, right? At that moment.
They're relaxing for a few.
About the third time of me saying, "Hey guys, sit down." Now I got all these mirrors, right? So I know when somebody's coming forward even when I'm not looking at them. So it's kind of like a little telltale, right?
Mm-hmm.
So about the third time, and it got really, really icy, I had it. I'm like, unless you're ready to meet your maker, sit your butt down. And I thought, well, come Monday, I'm gonna lose my job over it.
I thought it was hilarious because if you know my sister, you know she's kind of easygoing. She just doesn't let a lot get to her. The Friday we went to Casper, her and Amy and I, we coming back we ran into ice fog, and I haven't driven an ice fog in forever. And it really wasn't that long. It was about 20 miles, maybe about 20 miles. But I was white knuckling it, and she reaches over and she says, "Don't do that, it makes it worse." She's like, she'd seen me like grabbing the steering wheel to like save my life. And it's just because I've got people in the car and I don't want to be responsible if we were in an accident, and I want us to be safe. And we had had such a great day, and I was just and the rest of the trip home was fine. It was just that one little spot. But
so I guess I'm thankful for not losing my job. I called Jenny right away. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna lose my job.
She's like, I don't think you'll lose your job over that. They might remind you that maybe we shouldn't be throwing God into the mix, but I don't think they're gonna lose your job. And she didn't, because she went on another trip this week. So
yeah,
and she's still driving her kids. All right, so we always start with the moment of gratitude. It's just something that we like to do, something that sometimes it's just a little thing, sometimes it repeats itself, and you have to remember that sometimes it takes more than one time to learn a lesson or to be appreciative of that lesson, and lesson being good or bad. All right, FFOs. We try to go kind of in an agenda type thing. Do you have any fully finished objects?
no, it's gonna be a hot minute before I get to it.
I do not either. I put one away. I had one left that was on my Christmas. I have a few Christmas ones that I haven't done. And I had one laid out, and I literally had cut the fabric and the stitch, and I didn't do anything with it. And I just laid it out, and I rolled it in my tube, they look like that. We can't see
You
them.
can't see them, but they're right up here.
They're rolls that I made when we first started cross stitching, because I saw Nicola Parkman. She had one, so I had to YouTube it and figure out how to make one. So I made us some, but it's just my finishing roll, and I just rolled the fabric all up and I put it away yesterday. I was like, I'm not gonna get to it. I'll get excited about it next November.
There you go.
Just put it away. So, do you have any FOs?
No.
I have one, but I can't share it.
Ah. Oh, you were gonna send me it.
I was gonna show you the picture. I'll show you the picture afterwards. I got to model stitch again. I love model stitching. It's fun. And I really try to get, when I get a model stitch in my hand, I try to get it done, but I don't ever leave the house with it. Like, it stays in my house. And if I'm Zooming with somebody, I don't stitch on it. So it was kind of, I had a stitchy meetup with a friend, and that stayed. So I had to put it away, and I got something else out. So I've got stitching. I really spent like the last week and a half being mentally constipated, or not mentally, technically constipated, and model stitching. So I do have an FO. It was a model. You'll see it at market when market things come out. All right, whips. We each have 4.
No, I only had 3 because I didn't go out to the car and get my.
Oh, that's right. I'll start then.
I told Jenny, I said I have another one in the car. I'm not gonna go get it.
It is chilly. Oh,
We'll see
sorry. I thought I'd gotten all that stuff out, so I didn't make a mess. All right, this is my Hawk Hollow. She's my Sunday stitch.
Should we talk about what I have to do to my heart?
We're not.
Oh, I should go get that. That's so sad.
So, hawk runs are big. They are
big ass.
They're
Big ass
bats,
buddies.
big ass projects. So they're 4 down, 4.
Do you need the board?
Yeah, please. So they are 4 across and 3 down. So this is what so my first block is done, and we talked about it before, and I've got this is.
Hey, we didn't show the pattern.
We didn't show the pattern. Let me do that before my sister stops.
Well, I'm like, they should know what it is.
They should. We talked about it, but that's okay. The Houses of Hakron is what I picked. And I picked it because I've got a gazillion Halloween stitches. I've got a gazillion Christmas stitches. And I feel like this one could stay out. But what cracks me up is I think I'm going to put it down in the bar. But it's this work of mine, A. Bailey, in the year 1831. And so I changed this to J. Ollie in 2025. My goal is to try to have it done this. I don't know if I'll get it done. But if
you
not,
put a little S right here, like for a start.
well, or I could just add a couple stitches in there and it could be a 6.
Oh, that's true too.
When I am dead and in my grave, who talks like that? And all my bones are rotten. It just cracks me up. Remember me. When this you see, least I should be forgotten. Remember me as you pass by, and as you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so must you be. Prepared for death and follow me. I know in the 1800s they talked different than we did. But anyways, it just cracks me up. So I'm going to do a little changing of it, not much. And I am stitching this with the call for DMCs, and there are a gazillion. So that's 1. Let me put that there. So,
you know, and you probably have seen this too, Jenny, but if they're working on one, they're on a different ring. Have you seen that?
I have, but I want to keep most of these colors out, and I've already changed some colors. Not much, but so it's, oh, sorry, I'm probably making you all sick. But there's a ton, and it's fine. It's the DMC, but it's charted in silks.
But they give you the DMC conversion.
And so I'm just making changes because if you look at, I don't know, the colors, not all the colors make me happy. And if I'm going to be working on it for a year, I want it to be happy. So I try to use the colors that's there, and I'm going to take liberties. I also have been using these a lot. And these are great. You'll see I've got them in a lot of my projects, and I've ordered more. But now I saw somebody use those hair claws. You know what I'm talking about,
I do.
Right? Yeah. So I think I'm going to go to Walmart and get a couple hair claws.
Because this is a dollar store.
A lot of fabric. Well, I guess. I just don't think about going to the dollar store because I don't.
Me neither.
But they don't need to be expensive. I just want to do something because there's a couple projects I just don't want to cut my fabric until I'm sure I've got what I need.
So I think last time we showed my Hakron.
We did, and we cut it. Guess what we realized? Go ahead, tell them, sis.
I started stitching mine the wrong way, and my whole box was almost done.
And it's not going to fit if she keeps it the way she's doing it. Because she started in the bottom, like I started top left, you start bottom right.
Yeah.
And there was no
I
way.
had it.
Instead of being...
I had it this way instead of this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I had this up and down.
Yeah. She had it. She had her fabric. So the long way was not horizontal.
So I'm still pouting over that. So I'm not
she's
actively working on that right now.
She's on ground zero.
I think we have a Zoom coming up soon.
Last Sunday of the month, which is this week. Is it today?
No, it's not today. It's only the 20.
Oh, I don't even know.
Maybe.
I don't even know.
No,
is it?
Don't look at that one. That was my.
We would look at a calendar, but Nancy's calendars appear as part of our curtain, and she hasn't even opened it.
Because I really like my Smoky the Bear one.
I think today is our Zoom. What's your number? Don't tell the world. Just plug it in.
Lord knows if you know me, you know everything about me.
I know, but I don't remember it. I never remember it. I ask you every time. It's the last Sunday of the month.
It might be the last Sunday of the month. This is 26th.
Yeah, it's today.
Hey, ladies, we're going to Zoom today.
I think it's... Oh, Tracy's not even here.
Tracy's on a cruise.
On a cruise. Anyways, it's our group that we travel with. And Babs is well, I mean, they have internet in Nova Scotia. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, so maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to check that out. All right, what else you got?
This is my bust stitch. I'm not very nice to this pattern.
It does look a little beat up.
Yeah. I have a working copy in here. This is a Hot Mess Express. I'm doing this with Colleen, the Rebel Stitcher. She's probably done with hers. We're gonna do, or I don't know. I guess we never really talked. I'm gonna do, one of these are done already. These are the ones that are not done. And I bought frames for them last year.
You already bought the frames?
And you already framed one for me.
I did.
But okay, I'll tell you a funny. I'm stitching all this. I stitched this. This L somehow was like, I don't know how. I think it's when it's coming up here. It was gonna be a very skinny L, because like where this part is up here, I never even had this part. I just like went straight up. So I had to do some frogging.
So this is
because fudging would not even work on that.
16 count?
I think so. It's pretty easy to do on the bus, so. No, I think that's 18. Yeah, that's 18.
Is it? Because it looks big.
Well, you'll see 20
It's not
count.
14. So.
It's not 14.
I know.
I do like to fudge, but these are mirror images of each other. And they kind of have to, unless your mirror is a little wonky, I guess, but.
It's not a flattering mirror.
Well, you know, any mirror is really flattering. That tells the truth, right?
No, it's
you think you're like a size 2 and you're like, yeah, not so
you
much.
look in the mirror and you're like, maybe not.
Oh, what's this?
So this is the pattern that we're in a group of ladies that went to the library stitchers retreat last year, and I think most of us are going this year again. But there are a few of us who are doing Anniversaries of the Hearts by Blackbird, which is fabulous. And then a few of us were like, oh, I need this in my life. I don't know, I'm not a sampler person. It's not my jam, but I love blue. So, GH 1857. Sorry.
So are you gonna do it as a sampler, Jenny?
Yeah, I've got a couple things planned here, but this pattern, this book, it's a book. And what I love about it is it has an alphabet in the back, so you can change up your alphabet, like it's back here. But it also has the patterns, how you can stitch this needle book, the drum, the mattress.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah. And I'm not sure what some of the, and a scissor fob, and I don't know what that's called. Hang on, it says, it will tell you.
I must have not got
There's
on
a
board.
mattress, a needle book, a pin cushion.
I wondered about that one.
A pin drum, and a scissor fob.
Have you made a drum?
I've not made a drum, but I want to try. So I just went ahead and asked for Christmas from my husband. Was at a wit's end of what to get me, and I was like trying not to buy a whole bunch of stuff because I really want to pay attention to what I have and appreciate what I have. But I asked for Christmas for this. So I called Jody from Cedar River and I said, I would really like to stitch this on one of your pieces. What colors would you recommend? And she gave me a color and I'm like, yeah, I like it. But I mean, it's all browns and greens and then blue. It's 36 count, so it's over one linen thread over one floss over 2 linen threads. And Marker was sitting on my lap last time I was stitching, so, or Jack was, I guess. One of them was.
Her labs believe they're labs.
Yeah. So this
they
is
don't
like,
believe they are, but
I mean, I cut this
that's
down.
like a sheet.
I know, but there's still a lot to put somewhere, right? So I need to figure that out. Anyways, I worked on it a little bit yesterday until I picked something else up for a bit. Again, I've got some big projects that just need to get a little love, And I see somebody working on something like this morning. I was watching, no, I wasn't watching. I saw on Facebook, Sandy from Stitching with Sandy. She's doing the Raven Queen too, the same way I am. And she's already got her head in, her face in. And I'm paralyzed at my face because I think I'm going to do it over one. But I haven't got the courage to do it yet. So I'm like, maybe not. Maybe I'll just do it. It's charted for 2 over 2, but so I got to figure that out. And I got to get back on it. I got to get back on the wagon.
This is my Wicked.
I'm all in.
You're all my business, sister.
I'm in your business.
From Forbidden Fiber Co.
This was a kit, right?
It was a kit.
They've got pretty good kits.
They do.
And did you pick the fabric or did they?
No, it was a kit, so it all came together.
Oh, okay.
So I did a little bit on the green, flip it over, Yellow Brick Road.
My bad.
And I got the Yellow Brick Road done. And of course, Nancy style, I'm off a stitch somewhere, but I'm definitely gonna fudge it. It's just the.
That's their color choice.
Yeah.
Oh, all the different colors are right here. This one.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I do like that. It's makes me happy.
Is this 16 count? This is 18 count.
I don't know.
What
It
did you
came.
order?
Oh, it came in this bag. I thought maybe it was in. I don't know.
That's.
I always pretend like I'm gonna get organized. This is not gonna happen. A 16 count.
I'm trying to see if that one, the one we had were 16 or 18 without having.
Would you like to compare and contrast?
No, I just thought maybe I could figure it out, and I clearly did not. All right, I have 2 more. You have 1 more?
1 more.
All right. Here's my other.
Ooh, your pub.
My pub.
What did Tiger Lily call it? She didn't call it.
She
a
calls
pub.
it a peacorn, or a peacorn. It's a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger. So PUB. I thought this is me because I was like, I thought because it looks very British and very old style to me. I thought it had to do with a pub, like over
a bar. Yeah.
over in England. But it's a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger. And once I figured that out, I felt really dumb because I was like, oh, duh. But it's fine. So there's 2 camps to the pub, or the peacorn, which is a peacock and a unicorn shoved together. You know, everyone forgets about the poor badger. But you either stitch, so it's a full coverage piece. If you look at it, all that is stitched.
All that green or blue,
all that
whatever
green,
you're
and the blue is specialty stitches, but that green is stitched. But there's some fabulous dyers out there who got on board and decided you didn't have to. You didn't have to stitch it. You could just stitch it on green fabric. So I am stitching mine on...
That's 40 count, yeah?
No, it's 36.
Oh.
Roxy Floss Co. has got a pub crawl fabric, which is what this is, and her floss. So I'll show you that in a minute. But I asked for this for Mother's Day last year. And I've had to rip the peacock out once because I did them in all the wrong colors.
There was over 500 historical needle designs. Historical.
The Scarlet Letter does a great job. Anyways, there she is. I've only got 10 and half stitches all along the border. So it'll literally be from here to here. From here. I can't see.
Keep going.
From to here.
There, yeah, you got it.
And then I know the conversion is here. I have measured it, but I want to wait to cut it.
This bird is eating a fish.
Mm-hmm. Look at the squirrel. He's got his nuts.
Jenny.
No, he's eating nuts. Not bad. My sister has got a dirty mind, and she's encouraging my husband. I'm just gonna
We're
say.
not sharing that story.
No, we're not. But anyways, I've got it
No,
all.
That's definitely a sheet. You want me to help you?
No, I don't want it. Oh, yeah, you can help me here. I was like, I don't want you to help me cut it because I want to get to.
No, I'm not going to say cut it. I want
the
to cut
frame, and then I'm gonna cut it. And
That's neat. I like that bird eating that fish. I don't know why.
but here's the floss that goes with it. And again, all those tabby things, but I think I can come up with a better solution.
These are silks?
No, they're cottons. So if you watch Tiger Lily, Kari, she's using, I think she's using Victoria Clayton silks for hers. She dyed her own fabric. And then if you watch Hobbies of Holly, Holly is using the same fabric I am, but she's using the DMC. Hers is brighter, and I kind of like it a lot. But I want it to be downstairs in our bar, so I kind of want it a little darker. So I'm not changing my fabric. I'm not changing
I like it.
my floss. I'm going to keep it the way it is because I'm loving it. So I worked on that a little bit last night. I got all of this stuff in, right here, and then I started on the peacock down. And then I really want to get over to the sun. I don't know why I'm so excited to stitch that sun, but I want the sun. I want to work on the sun. So
sometimes it makes you feel warm at this time of year.
Yep. So, all right, what you got?
My last one. So this is what I'm stitching. And this is what I have done. I'm not taking it out of my nerds.
You've got a lot done.
I do have a lot done.
When do you think you're going to be done?
2019. 2019.
Better going back.
I'm a slow stitcher, but yeah.
But you've got a lot done on this, Nance.
Yeah. So
Here,
this is what I was gonna do. Sometimes I think I have these great ideas. It's supposed to be monochromatic, but I had this kit right here.
You had that package of silks?
Yeah,
Smokies?
silkies. And I thought I'm never gonna use them, so why don't I just use?
So why'd you buy them? Did you want to try them or?
I bought them for this color right here.
Oh, you did your snowflake in there. Yeah.
One of my first exchanges, but it is 20 count and it's with one thread.
It's nice. You should really think considering stitch with one thread.
But
so why do I like stitching with one thread? This is why I offer this. One, you only use half the floss in a project, right? Instead of over two, you just use one. But you don't have to worry about how your stitches lay because there's only one thread. You don't have to worry about them crossing or being, I don't know. I just feel like it's small.
I am in a bit of a dilemma.
Why?
Because I don't exactly know if I should do the cross in orange or if I should do it in this yellow. Here, hold that for a second. I think I'm gonna do it yellow, but I just keep rethinking it and rethinking it and rethinking it. And I'm not gonna use up all this thread. I thought in Nancy's world I was. Nancy's world's a world of her own, just, you know.
Well, I mean, you would still have it to use it for something else.
What am I going to use it for,
I don't know. You have to be creative. You see all that floss on your wall?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. That's another thing I'm going to do. So, I think I'm going to outline it in the orange.
No.
And
you mean on the outside of it?
Yeah, like this part in the orange?
No.
No?
I think you do it in this. And then you do all this in something, maybe in that, but this has got to be like the show, like the whole cross, I think, is because it's variegated. It's variegated.
Mm-hmm. But I've taken them apart and everything, like.
You're missing a color.
It's upstairs because that's the color I'm using right now.
Oh.
What did I do with it?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about my stitching. I was going to show them, explain to them what I was doing.
It's over there. And you have it on that side.
See, I used the blue in this part, the green in this part, the black and the gray and the white in this part, and this is the yellow and the blue. So I have this part. Where's the pattern? I have this part down here I need to do, this part up here, this part, and then so there's actually like quite a few pieces in here. And I just
you can do a couple and see how it makes you feel.
Well, I'm not gonna redo it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not.
There's a couple. You put a couple stitches in and you see if the color makes you happy or not. That's all. You don't have to, like I did with that lady. when I stitched that, I did that one row like 5 times until I got the right color. It was about 6 stitches.
We'll see. I guess the world will only know.
We will forever be guessing. Probably. All right, and the last
Don't want
one,
you to stay up late at night worrying about it, though.
Perfect. Well, maybe somebody can give you some advice. Maybe somebody has seen it. The last one I'm doing is my Dirty Annie's.
Where'd you get that?
This bag?
Mm-hmm.
My friend Leslie. My friend Leslie honestly made the 3 bags I've got here. She changed her how she carries her bags. She, like me, when she started cross stitching a little bit about the same time we did, she made bags for every project, and her bags are meticulous. And then she decided she never took her stitches anywhere, so she didn't like bags. She put them in the tubs like we keep our patterns in.
Oh.
So they're not Tupperware, they're Rubbermaid, but they're square. And she's got the system, and it's great, but they're like little drawers. Anyways, they're really great. But so she had all these bags, and she said, "Hey, do you want some?" I was like, I will never say no to a good bag, and they are quality made.
Yeah, because I look at the ones that she made me sitting over here, and they are very, very nice.
So I have decided I'm going to do
Your man-birds or
Merman Cove, and I was going to try to do a merman a month. And I'm going to have to focus on this one this week if I'm going to get it done. Because I started on one, and then I went to another one. Because I don't know why. I don't have a good reason. But the orange tail does not go with that guy's hat. That's the purple merman, or the pinky purple merman, and then the orange one's the middle guy. And I don't know. I started up here. I've only stitched on him a few days. Like, I started here on New Year's Eve, and I did a little bit more, and then I came down, and honestly, I'm disappointed in myself because I'm off a thread.
Are you 26? 36.
36. 36, 32.
I'm pretty sure that's a 36.
I don't know what's in here.
It's way too small to be a 32. Because I can see it.
No, it's a 32. It's a Lugana, so it's overdyed. It's Atomic Ranch
I
Dawn.
stand corrected.
But I'm off a thread.
Jenny's using the shimmer stuff in there.
I am. So I've got Rainbow Gallery. I'm using the called for. So Justine from Welcome Stitchery and her crew were kind enough to package those up for me and send them to me. And the DMC I just got from when we've been out and about, and I pulled from stash. But I'm off a thread. So I pulled the birds out because I had to recount off those. And I did those right, but I'm not pulling all that out.
Are you off a thread where?
I'm literally off one thread, like right here.
Oh.
So I'm starting when it should be over one.
Oh, the whole thing is off.
Yeah, like one thread, not like one X.
And that doesn't swallow it?
Well, I'm trying to be very careful. I don't think it does. I mean, I know it's wrong, but I don't think who I'm sending it to will know or judge. Anyways, I'd like to get it done before the summer. So I want to do one merman a month to have it done by March, April at the latest. Because I've got some traveling we're doing in there. We're going back to DC to take Dan his bedroom, his life. And we weren't sure we were going to do it, and then we decided, because he's applying for some jobs, and we were like, wait. But at some point in time, I want to move our bedroom set into his bedroom, so there'll always be a bed for him. That's what we told him. But I want to get a new bedroom set. I want a king size bed, which I know is like only 8 inches difference between a queen, because I don't want a California, I just want a king. But I need those 8 inches because the dogs and I fight for bed space. My husband, he has his side. The 3 of us have
Why
my
is
side.
that? My husband's the same way. We only fight with a 25-pound Boston, but we do. Like, him and I fight for bed space.
Yeah, I don't know. That's how it is in our. I think because when they were little, I wanted to know when they were going to get up, because then they had to go potty or get off the bed, and I'm a light sleeper. So if they were sleeping nestled next to me, I would feel them moving.
That's true.
But now I don't care because they can hold it. Or if they need to go outside, they'll wake us up. Anyways, it's just a little different. All right, that's all I got. My goal is, so once we talk about our whips or works in progress, we talk about our plans. You got any plans?
No. But yes.
What are your plans?
My plans are to continue on.
I'm sorry, I took it in my throat.
It is finished, and then maybe, my bestest will stay the same, but this is my only haul I got, but I don't know if exactly, was watching somebody, and I cannot give you credit, I am so sorry. When they have extra threads, they have something similar to this, and they pop it in and they just use it. So it's very colorful. I thought that was a great idea, so I got on, I think I got 1, 2, 3 stitch. And I was gonna do that. Why are you laughing?
It's like that you're gonna use your orts, your old ready threads, and to put into a stitch. That's just more stitching.
You know I'm never gonna get it done.
I mean, that's work.
But I got bags down here that I fell off.
It's like that temperature chart I did. Like, you have to commit to doing a stitch every few days, like putting a bottle in or putting in a book. How's that bookshelf going for you?
Well, it's in the trash.
She didn't even make it, what, 2 months?
No. I think I got to March and I got the bookshelf done. I really had to fill in them. Yeah. But this was maybe my plans.
It's a cool plan.
I think it's a neat idea.
Now we just have to find out who, we try to be fact-based, but if you know us, you know we're only going to get half the facts right. We don't try to be wrong. Like, literally, we try to write everything down.
I just said sorry. I don't know who else watched.
No, I know. We'll figure it out. When we figure it out, because if she watched them once, they'll pop back up on her feed, and we'll watch them again somewhere, and we'll probably remember. All right. I'm going to go into retreat prep. I'm not going to start anything new. The only thing new that I've allowed myself to start, one was the model, because it's not my kit. But I've got things kitted. Like, I'm ready to start. But I want to get things done first. So,
I don't know why, but your sweater is bothering me. Can you please flip that over? Thank you. Carry on. I don't know why. I think it really bothers me that that's flipped over.
I have a whole shirt underneath that you can't see.
I don't know.
I'm well covered. It's not even a button. I can't even put a button on it.
I said I don't know.
It's fine. I fixed it. So retreat prep. We have got the Library Stitchers retreat in Maine in April. We don't have anything in May or June.
No, we have May. We have our quilt chicks.
Is it in May?
Well, it's the end of April, beginning of May.
Quilt chicks, but that's I don't feel like that's a lot of pressure. And then we have, because you bring your own projects. Like, I don't think there's exchanges this year. I don't know the plan yet, but
I'm on committee and I don't know.
Wait, Nancy. So, and then we have Stitching on the Prairie in July, and then I'm going to Stitch Florida in September. We try to go to Florida once a year, so and this year we just made it work so that we're going to see Steve's aunt and uncle and go to the retreat. And then we're going to stitching in the Smokies in November. So very excited. All right, so I'm gonna try to, whatever I'm gonna, if I'm gonna do exchanges or if I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do, I want to get those stitches done.
I thought you weren't going to. Are you still in the Stacy's and Stephanie's?
Stacy and Sandy's?
Yeah. No.
I mean, I'm in the group, but I didn't sign up to exchange.
Yeah.
I'm not doing any swaps, but I want to do swaps at the retreats. I have a little bit of haul, not much, because I've really been trying not to spend a whole lot of money.
You saw my big old haul. But with that big old haul, I was going to do something for retreat, and I ended up ordering the stamps. And not the cross stitch part of it. So
I am in Rebel Stitcher, Colleen, she's our friend. I'm in her Cottage Garden Thread Club.
oh, I really like those.
I do too.
Orange, reddish.
So
is that
in my
green or-
mind, they're cardinal colors.
Okay.
So this is what a male cardinal looks like. These are kind of maybe beak thread, and these are what the female color are. And I get why the females aren't bright and shiny like the men have to do the flaunting, but I think the women are just as pretty, the female birds. They're kind of brown with just a little bit of darker brown red on them. They're beautiful.
This is off topic, but kind of on topic. We're talking about birds. I watch these people on, I think it's on YouTube, or maybe it's on, I don't know, but it's Jackie and Shadow. They're the two bald eagles that have been mated on the Columbia River. Anyways, that reminded me of that. That's actually really good. Like they show the nest throughout the year, and like where they are and what they're doing, and they have one egg right now.
We have yearlings out by our place.
You do.
They're beautiful. They're big.
Yearlings are not very pretty though, because they're brown.
They're just brown, but they're beautiful.
They're brown speckled.
They are beautiful. The answer's like, they're not very beautiful. I think they are. So I got my Bestitch Me. I'm in 36 count.
They're in that gangly 12-year-old stage.
They are. Honey is this
that's
month.
pretty.
Yeah. Gotta keep growing that stash. And then we got some Happy Mail from Annie, the proper stitcher. She sent us
Ooh, those are fancy.
floss, what are they, floss? You put your floss in
Keepers?
here. Floss keepers, I guess. Corner gauges
Nice.
and a magnet.
Oh, very nice.
So she said a set for you and a set for me. A set for me and a set for you.
Thank you, Annie.
All right, we have, our BFF. So I think most people, well, if you've been with us for a minute, you know I love Tula Pink. I love her fabric. I love everything about her. I'm not a big pink person because I've got a pink shirt on today, but I have black underneath it. Only I grabbed this sweater because I was chilly. I don't wear it very often because it's pink. It's got a little black and speckles in it, but for the most part it's pink. Because I'm one color. Look at one color, one color, one color.
We're very pale.
Very pale people. So I just don't wear pale on top of pale because it doesn't make me happy, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, but Tula Pink's fabric, I love it. And I don't know why.
See, where I'm kind of a 50-50. There are, because she puts faces normally on her material.
Some patterns.
And
she's into animals lately.
Yeah.
She's got a couple patterns. And anyway, so that's quilting fabric. I love it. But I don't know how I got connected with Kari because I think of maybe Tula Pink or something. I was flipping through and YouTube suggested her. Come to find out, Shelly, antique needleworker, and her are best friends. Like they are tight, like hang out together, encouraging. And then we took a couple of Tiger Lily design classes and we've loved them. And so, but now I've been able to been on Zooms with her for a couple things, and I just appreciate her enthusiasm, her energy. Like, I don't know, but to say that, we thought.
And she likes graphs and you like graphs.
I do.
I like graphs too, but.
So we watched her whip parade. I'm like, you have to watch her whip parade. She's got a lot of fun stitches. She stitches a lot of different things. She has a lot of conversions, which I kind of like. You know,
She does stitch from her stash.
She stitches from her stash a lot. And I don't know.
But so she took, I saw them somewhere. You had one or something.
What?
Maybe it was in your pub. Like, so she takes her activity chart or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
And when she does the conversions, she pops them through there. Yes. I like that idea. Not going to do it, but I like it.
On her project cards, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so she has
that was not
project
coming
cards.
to me at all.
And then, so I love her project cards. Up in here. So, side note. I love her. She makes project cards. They're great. they're really good if you like take the time to track, because she does a lot of conversions. She has a project card, which just changes her key. The symbol she colors in the symbols, and then she puts.
That's what I was getting at. The symbols are there, and it's on the card.
Yeah, so it's pretty genius. A good way to keep track of it. She's been in the business for 15 years. A designer, she knits, she crochets,
she quilts.
So she does a little bit of dabbling in charts.
And she does wool too, wool applique.
So she has a Patreon, and I've never joined people's Patreon, but I joined hers.
Nice.
And because I was on her Patreon, she was destashing some fabric, and I got excited and I bought some. Don't tell Steve. I said it was for something else, but I think I'm gonna make project bags for me. Because she has, you can buy her pattern. So you know, Nancy and I have our big, tiger lily design bag makers. So
I don't know where my other one is. I think it's kitted someplace.
yeah, mine's all kitted, but I didn't have it with me.
But...
So, anyways, Kari is our BFF of the week. Sometimes you need.
Hi, Kari.
Sometimes you need people in the business who know the business and can help guide you along. So that was fun to hear her story about during her whip parade, how she said she'd been in the business for 15 years and that she's migrated and tried different platforms. So it was just interesting to hear her talk about all that. Maybe it was just for me.
No, I thought it was interesting, like her Ada,
yeah, that's part of it. We talk about growing, and we've not been stitching for very long, but like for 2 years I only stitched on 14 count Ada, and then I thought I was a big girl and I went to 28 count even weave, and I still thought I was a big girl, not realizing that 28 count is 14 count. I mean, I'm genius. There I am. And then I did a couple 32s, and I thought 32 was really hard, and then Annie asked me to model stitch for her and sent me a 36, and I panicked. But now I stitch on 36 and I prefer 36. Anyways. All right, we have some giveaways, some shares. I'm so sorry. Last time the video, it was, I don't know what hot mess I had going on, but the last 10-15 minutes of the video didn't upload. So I went back and I cut the video off and I kind of put it back on, and I put it up because our giveaways, and I thank everyone who figured out that they received it, but we offered 3 more shares, and we are trying to ensure that if somebody sent us something, that we turn around and we share it with you too. Like if we were going to stitch it, we might stitch it, but then it goes into the share pile, and we just pull and we try to do 3 shares. And when we hit some of our more bigger milestones, we will do bigger shares. But for right now, we just want to do a couple shares every time. So I'm going to give these to you, and then I'm going to get my iPad so we can start with. So this one cracked me up. 2 of the 3 shares are people from last time, because they must have watched it to make sure that they knew. But Edith is getting the mirror. And Edith, if you'll just do me a favor, if you'll go ahead and just send me a note that says yes, I still want it, so that if you don't want it, we'll just pass it on to somebody else.
And okay, this is nothing. Do you know that Kari didn't live very far from you?
I know.
When you were in DC, like
when we were in the city of Alexandria, and she was down at Mount Vernon, and we went to we loved Mount Vernon. In fact, I want to do the 2 horses that Plum Street has out, Nelson and I can't remember.
I want to do that George one she did, but that's totally off topic. But when you said send the address, I'm like, Jenny, do you know?
I know. But I'm going to be in DC next month, because I'm going to go back to see Dan, and then I'm going to go up and see one of my babies, but one of a junior officer be promoted to colonel. So she's made colonel, and so we're going to go back and see her. But, all right, so Crystal Jan's,
Oh, sister.
you get...
I would love to see you finish this.
No, not, she didn't get the Thomas one. She got the Anne.
Sorry.
Oh, maybe. Maybe not. She didn't ask for that. It just picked up on it. You know what? It doesn't matter. If you are interested and you want Ann Townsend, let me know. We've got our email down below. And always be yourself. She gets the Thomas Kincaid.
Please finish this and then show me, because this is beautiful.
This is
but
so
there's just no
beautiful.
flipping way. I'm not a Thomas Kincaid person, but I do like his pictures.
But like, it comes with everything. I just took the price tag off right here.
You didn't take the price tag off the other ones.
I noticed that.
Tacky Jane, tacky, tacky.
I don't know, I'm sorry. So, but so one of the things that I love about...
We don't have giveaways today?
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
About in Stitches, which was my LNS. I only probably went there 3 times because I took up cross stitching during the middle of COVID and I had to figure it out. But when I went there was always somebody helpful, always a stitcher willing to like walk with you or chat with you or talk about certain things with you, talk about fabrics, talk about, they would help you pull. They had a great layout of the store. I don't know. I just really appreciated it. And nice. She's only like a mile from there because she's right by Mount Vernon, which is, in Stitches is really close to Mount Vernon. So, okay. And then this time, we've tried to give these away before.
I'm like, no, I need that.
That's for you. So the first one we're going to give away in honor of Valentine's Day is the Sisterhood. And this is a heart. It's a quick stitch. I did it on 14 count. It's kind of a small stitch, but it's a Quaker. Those are Quaker motifs. But once you get in the rhythm of them, they're easy to do. So the key word there is heart. Fly Away Home. This is another one that I tactfully left the sticker on. But Fly Away Home. It's a fun little stitch, I think, to make a pin cushion out of. But it is a few colors. If you want to use this, if you would like to stitch this one, it is Ladybugs with an S.
Ladybugs.
And we tried to give this one away before, but if you're interested, it's the Jeanette Douglas Garden Box. These boxes can be found on Etsy. I think she also notes it. Maybe she notes where she got it from. Maybe not. No. They're on Etsy. You just put shadow boxes in or little garden boxes. But if you're interested, if you are where we are, in the middle of winter right now, freezing, knowing you can't plant your garden until May. You plant till June. Memorial Day weekend. You plan your garden and you start your garden indoors. So, gardening season, if you're a gardener, you know.
This is from Florida where they just got snow.
A stitch in time, yeah. Ooh, I saw somebody, there were frozen reptiles all over in Florida, the poor babies.
Poor babies. They're not meant to be frozen.
Yes. All right. Do you have any quilts?
No.
I have one, but I didn't bring it. Guess what I've been doing?
How's that working for you?
Well, fine. I ordered a sticker book. Steve's like, why do we have a sticker book coming? So, here's what I didn't realize. This is a fabulous, like, right, I've been trying to mark every time I stitch or things I've been doing. Like a doctor's appointment was in here. I had to go get my shots. I wrote in here when my doctor's appointment was, and then I showed up a day early. I mean, I wrote it down correctly. I just didn't pay attention. But in here, they also have, like, weekly. Which would probably be helpful as I've been writing, like, little notes everywhere just to have them all in one place. So in February, because we only have 1 week left in January, I'm going to try to use the weekly.
So then do you use the big one too? Or are you going to try to use the big one and the little one?
Well, this will be...
that's neat. They have like little how-tos.
Yeah, little grid.
Yeah. No, like...
Yeah. This is what I really liked about this one, is they give you like examples.
Because the other day, for some reason, I could not get the blanket stitch. The blanket stitch. I think everyone knows that. I've been doing a little bit of little applique on the buses. And
I kind of write down when I have, like, I go with Darlene once in a while to do measurements outside the building. I go into town anyways for, you know, run errands or whatever, so. Oh, we have to do our Wheel of Doom. Where's the, good gravy. Let's get the Wheel of Doom out. We didn't think we'd have a lot to talk about today. I didn't update this. We might be spinning for a minute. Favorite floss to stitch with?
Whatever I can reach.
So do you kit up, when you kit up, do you kit up called for? Or do you?
99, no, well, let's go with 90% of the time. I don't stray very often. But I do like that what Kari does, that she does stitch from her stash, so she might pull it might be called for a week's and she pulls a DMC, or she might, you know, that's a very good idea. Because Lord knows I have all of this, and there's more. Because when I kit something, I keep it kitted. I don't pull. So everything I have kitted is fully kitted. Like I can pull it and go.
I do that, but I don't kit anything unless it's going to be an active whip. Unless I have specific fabric. Like I stitched these birds from Just Another Button Company, and they're little stitchy birds I want in the room, and I had a piece of fabric and I'm going to use it for both. But I don't have the colors for it. But I take kits apart, like if I'm not going to stitch them, and I don't throw any floss away. Like if I used a DMC skein and I only used 3 flosses or 3 threads or whatever.
You can do that idea.
That doesn't sound like fun. I got so much I want to do. Adding a project like that seems to me like, that's why I was
need
laughing.
to have like 9 more hours in the day.
So I don't, but I'm really trying. Some things I'll kit up from like called for, and sometimes I pull what the DMC, or I'll pull my DMC chart and I'll find what's close. So I don't have a favorite thread. I used to love Weeks, but I'm really starting to love Gentle Arts, and I really love these Roxy's, and I stitched with Victoria Clayton's silks for a bit, and I like those. And I've stitched with Stitch Me silks, and I like those. So I just.
And you like the ones from Colleen.
I love Cottage Garden.
But do you like the feel of them, or do you like the color of them?
I like both. I'm not, and I like DMC. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I like DMC too. So.
Because with DMC, you can just cut it out. Like when you make a mistake, you don't have to like, oh my gosh, I spent $2.50 or whatever it is.
No, I mean I don't feel like it's like that.
No, that's what I do. I have no problem.
I just like the vibrant colors, and if I'm gonna stitch something and there's not a lot of variegation to it, or it's just a few stitches, like why go find $2.50 worth of a skein or $3 worth of a skein depending on where you buy it, and when you can just pull a DMC for 66 cents or whatever, and use your 10 stitches in brown or whatever. Or if I don't like, or if I've kitted something up and I need to change a hue of something. I don't know. So I don't know that I have a favorite thread, but I love threads. I love to learn about them. So maybe do that. If you, since we're talking about threads, do you have a favorite thread? And if so, what is it? And maybe we'll ask about colors next week, next time we chat.
Okay.
What's your favorite colors? Like, if you're gonna stitch with a red, like where would you go? Like right now, if I stitch with a red, I don't know. I have to go back and pull it.
Well, we'll talk about that next time.
We'll talk about that next time.
Like, because you're gonna write that right there.
I'm gonna remember because I won't remember.
And then we're gonna talk about it next time.
Yeah.
So we can gather our thoughts.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about colors.
So Jenny can gather her thoughts, because I'll probably forget.
We'll write it down. All right. So we are scheduled to, I don't know if we'll be 2 weeks or 3 weeks before, because you're coming up on the 15th, but we should probably do it the weekend before, depending on Nancy's schedule. Because that's going to be a big day. I don't think we'll have time to.
No, we won't, because
that's like all day.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We've got a mystery quilt class that we're going to go to. Amy and Nancy and I.
First time.
So we just always like to close with, if you would please straighten someone's crown. we live in a tough world. It's tough right now. There's a lot of scared people. There's a lot of people who are not feeling accepted, not feeling loved, not feeling, for a lot of reasons. So if you see it in your heart to reach out to both sides, because we live in a world where we have this freedom and we can express ourselves and we can vote and do the things how we and our beliefs are, our religious beliefs, our non-religious beliefs. You have that freedom. So we just ask that show love, straighten each other's crown, reach out to somebody. You might be the person that just they needed to hear that day. So that's all we ask. Phone call, text, and let people know that they are loved and appreciated.
Coffee's always on.
It is always
Good
on.
coffee at Jenny's house, Folgers at mine, but I will always serve you coffee. Coffee or tea.
My husband has makes great coffee. All right. On that note, we will see you in a week.
Toodles.
Bye.
Nice.
That's what I do.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time. Happy stitching.